going on, YouTube? So, in the middle of the C10 project, got pretty much everything on the front of the motor here. ICT billet stuff. I don't know why I keep wanting to say ITC. ICT. I've got all this stuff on here. Went down and got a new, had to get a new pulley. The thing with this kit is that this kit, it does say truck on it, but it uses LS1 style pump, and I had to end up just getting a new pump because I tried to call all the dismantling yards, and it's hard, it's just really hard to try to find a Camaro in the boneyard. But anyways, I tried to to locate one from a boneyard or from a dismantler, and I didn't have any luck, so I ended up just buying one, the local auto parts store. And then I went over to Napa and ordered the pulley for this. But I got ITC billets kit on there, and I'm really happy with it. It does make it look nice, that's for sure. You know, especially with the LS1 style power steering pump, it brings it out. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out, I've got a bunch of this hydraulic stuff. I got it like years ago, and I'm trying to make it work here to see what's going to work. I'm not too sure. I haven't even looked on the internet and done my research on, the inlet and outlet. I'm assuming it goes like this. This might change if this is the wrong way, but I'll figure that out later. But this line right here does definitely work. So I was able to find everything I needed to hook this up, and yeah, it does. It looks kind of funky with this right here, but in order to make it work, I just with the stuff that I had, because I have all this stuff, and I never really had a chance to use it, and finally digging around in my garage for all the free stuff, because free is always good, and this stuff was all given to me. I mean, I got there's some exhaust stuff I was going through trying to find what I'm going to do with the exhaust on the project, and I just got tons of this stuff. I mean, these are bungs and whatnot, but I mean, I got a bunch of these type of fittings here, and I got a lot of this kind of stuff, but I mean, just packages of it. I thought I had more hoses, but I didn't, and but that's all right. I just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this part too, from the reservoir down to the outlet, if this is the outlet. Like I said, well, you might see this switched around if this is wrong, but trying to situate the exhaust too. Figured I'd use these headers. They actually look pretty good, and I got some more exhaust stuff laying around the garage from past projects. I found this power steering bracket too. Actually, this is not a power steering bracket. This is an AC bracket, not power steering bracket. Correct myself. And this one, it already has a tensioner on it. I had another one over there, but it doesn't have tensioner. So I'll probably, that one's already clean. I'll just probably clean the tensioner here and stick it all together, and then stick the AC pump in there, and then we'll probably leave it disconnected for right now. If I'll just be, one of the options I can do later. Like I said, I got tons of work to do on this thing still. And anyway, so we're gonna do something like this with the exhaust. I have these flanges, like a bunch of these flanges I bought. Come on, get out of there. Whatever. So I had a bunch of these flanges. And I was trying to find the other one, and I was digging around, and there it was. This thing looks like a piece of crap, though, but I'll probably try to clean it up a little bit. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I think I just run it through a wire wheel or something to clean that thing up a little bit. And then found some exhaust tubing here. And yeah, we'll get all that stuff put on there, and that'll be one more step closer to getting this thing fired up. I still got to figure out the belt, fan. That was something I did get. I ordered because I knew what I was wanting to do with the radiator and fan situation. So my plan is to run a Silverado, like a 010 Silverado radiator, because it already comes with the trans tank. That's going to be another thing, is just trying to figure out the trans lines from that tank over to the TH400, but I'll figure that out. And then I got this painless wiring harness for a dual fan setup, because I'm going to use the 010 fans too. It comes with a dual fan setup on that year, which is nice. So I'm going to run that setup, and then yeah. So this kit looks pretty straightforward too, and we'll get that done. And then of course, there's a lot of wiring. The box on this one, I was able to pick up an old 6010 box to run this thing, MSD 6010. So the price is right, and I really prefer running the 6014 box on something like this. There's a lot more stuff that you can do with that box compared to the 6010 box, but this project being under a budget, on budget restraints, I found a good deal from one of my buddies, and we're just going to move. We're going to move forward with that box, and haven't really touched anything with the 6-liter. The only thing I got going on was I took the pistons and connecting rods apart, and everything's just kind of laying on the bench right now. All the parts for the 6-liter are over there. I really only like to do, try not to jump around too much on my projects. There's quite a bit going on here. I'm really busy and trying to film at the same time. So I thought I would do something else too on this truck since we got some light. I ended up, when I watched that video, the introduction video of all the projects I got going on, the garage is closed, it was dark, you couldn't really see what was going on underneath the truck, but what I got going on is a rear mounted tank, and I've already kind of fabbed this stuff up right here. So this is pretty much going to go like this, and then this will kind of sit in here like that. It'll go something like that. And I got to weld it to the bed still. So once I get everything squared away and welded to the bed, this will probably look cleaner. All this is really is just it's a marine, filler neck. So it should work. And then, there's another piece of exhaust tubing. Huh. So under here is LMC's rear mounted tank, and this thing was not fun to put in. It was quite a bit of work. I had to do a little bit of fabrication to get this thing in here, but all the stuff all the extra work that I had to do was well worth it. It's a 25-gallon tank, and the price was way in what I wanted to pay, or actually what the budget called for. So I think I paid like $270, and it came with the sending unit and everything like that. Pretty much everything to put the tank into the truck. Like I said, if you guys go with one of these, you're gonna have to do a little bit of cutting or fabrication. What really I had to do, and took some time, was this bracket right here. This bracket. This bracket is more moved forward on the frame. It's like goes back that way, and I had to like pretty much took my plasma cutter and cut it out, and then I just moved it back here, and then I just cut some holes out right here so that I can feed, you know, whatever I need to feed back here. And I wanted to leave some room just in case, you know, I had to, of course, want to put the bumper back on, so I needed some room to put the bumper, to access the bumper holes on the frame. And then another thing too, like I've mentioned this before, it's Western Chassis drop kit on the rear, and I did a flip shackle, and then the flip kit. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. Flip kit on the rear, and then I made my own track bar. The rear end, it's still stock. I didn't do anything to the rear end, just kind of cleaned everything up, opened it up, make sure everything looked good. I was right there, but I decided not to do a posi unit. This truck really isn't really meant for, you know, racing or anything like that. I mean, later on I could add a posi unit if I want to, but just to get the project going, I figured I would save the money and put it somewhere else. Later on I can always change that. It's not a big deal. But anyways, so in here, like I said, I did track bar. Excuse me, there's some did a track bar right here. All this is, had to fab all these mounts and all that stuff in here. I painted the frame, and then I used their C-notch kit, as you can see right there, and you know, that's all that stuff's pretty self-explanatory. Not much to that. Saved quite a bit of money on this. There was a couple of kits that just bolt right onto this frame, and then they, you know, they were like in the $400 to $500 range, and I just figured I'd go ahead and make my own. There's the Holly red pump. I don't know if you can see the pump over there. Everything's already plumbed and ready to go. Yeah, I know it's crusty under here, but it's an old truck, and we're gonna make it run, and that's all that matters. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by the channel again. If you haven't liked or subscribed, commented, hit the bell, all that good stuff, go ahead and do so, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.